Rain here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's the Tenet Agendus. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, so let us immediately start. For the first setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Prime Fever Strike for Toxin, Vicious Frost for Cold, Cold Toxin gives us Viral, Prime Reach for range, Condition Overload for melee damage per status type, Berserker's Fury for attack speed, VP Wounds and Blood Rush for critical chance and status chance per combo multiplier, and Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage. And that's it. These are the mods. For the Axe Weapon Adapter or highly recommended for to use, it's going to be any Tenet. For the Arcane melee exposure and ability cast, you gain corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. For the passive is going to replace your heavy attack for a heavy attack that shoots a projectile. It's like a small arcoplasma shot, and it does a lot of damage. For the element I chosen, electricity. For the stats, the attack speed is below average, range is above average, follow through is below average, Riven Dispo isn't half bad, critical chance, critical damage, attack speed is for me personally by far the best in slot, and I will remove Berserker's Fury for it. Critical chance is good, critical damage is average, status chance is okayish, and total damage isn't half bad at all. And that's it. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the second setup. For the second setup, this is the influence setup. The mods I'm using here, you're going to replace Prime Fever Strike, Vicious Frost, and Condition Overload for Shocking Touch for electricity, Galvanized Elementalist for status damage and status chance, and Prime Pressure Point for increased damage. And that's it. Everything else here is exactly the same. These are the mods. For the Axe Weapon Adapter, it's still going to be any Tenet. For the Arcane, instead of melee exposure, it's going to be melee influence on electricity status effect, which we do have right over here, and the element, 20% chance for elemental status effect to apply to every enemy in 20 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. The passive is the same, of course. And for the stats, instead of viral corrosion, it's going to be pure electricity. And there you go. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the heavy attack only setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Shocking Touch for electricity, Galvanized Elementalist for status damage status chance, Galvanized Reflect for heavy attack efficiency and 5x combo, Prime Pressure Point for increased damage, Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, Greater Might for critical damage critical chance per combo multiplier, Killing Blow for melee damage on a heavy attack and heavy attack bonus speed, and Amalgam Organ Shatter for critical damage and heavy attack bonus speed. And that's it. These are the mods. For the Axe Weapon Adapter, instead of any Tenet is going to be Dispatch Overdrive. On a heavy attack, you get some movement speed, which is quite nice. For the Arcane melee influence, we're going to spread electricity on a heavy attack all the time. It's going to help you out a lot with clear. And that's it. Everything else here is exactly the same. When it comes to stats, not really, but it's going to be heavily focused on heavy attack. Pure electricity build. And there you go. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. And now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the melee exposure setup. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, Orc and Battle Group dudes. No buffs armor strip. We need to spam abilities to get some melee exposure stacks. There it is, 240 increased corrosion damage. And now let's get some combo and stacks. So you won't be doing much, but once you get some stacks in combo, this thing is going to hit really hard. And your clear is overall going to be pretty solid. Every time the sword appears, you're going to press the Alt Fire button, the middle mouse, to release the projectile. Like this one. Boop. 1.3 million. 1.5 million. If you prime enemies and you get the Tenet, you're going to hit really hard with the heavy attack button. Let me show you again. One more time. Boop. There it is. I lost my melee exposure stacks, excuse me, I just realized. 2.2 million, 500,000, 2 million, yeah, it's pretty solid, it works. And there you go, that's the first setup. Now for the second one, influence, pure electricity. There it is. Spawn the exact same units. Let's get some combos, some stacks real quick. When you proc electricity, there's a 20% chance to spread it in a large radius, and that's going to help you out a lot with clear. As you can see, you're spreading electricity in a massive AoE. You can also do the heavy attack. from Tenet. That's also going to help you out a lot, as you can see. Also very good. That's the second setup. Now for the final one. Heavy attack only. There it is. Spawn the exact same units. We need to get some stacks real quick. So you won't be doing much. There we go. We have influence on it. You can just spam the heavy attack and your clear is also very good, as you can see. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the exposure setup against steel path enemies. So let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the void. Steel path, of course. It's survival. The master mod. We'll show you this build right here. Exposure setup. Hit. Tenokai, 5.5 million. I think that was a headshot as well. Very consistent orange crits. Does really good damage. Really high base damage. Quick load chance. Slow stash chance. You can easily fix the attack speed. Range is slightly above average, like 0.1 more meters compared to other melee weapons. It has a very unique heavy attack. It releases a projectile. It does a lot of damage. If you were to prime enemies, it's going to do even more damage, of course. There we go. Boop. It has infinite body punch through. It's not as big as Arcoplasmor. It can do like Arcoplasmor damage. It's solid. Oh, there we go. Attack. With influence, of course, your clear is going to be much better. Both the heavy attack only and the influence setup is going to have a much easier clear. Exposure just has a better single target DPS. There we go. 3.9 million, 1 million. These units. There we go. If you want to change elements, add 5 Forma. You can swap it to heat. So you will have corrosion, heat, and viral. That will be much better against armored enemies. For example. There we go. Need my metal exposure stacks. I completely forgot again. There we go. Beautiful. This guy, goodbye. It's slightly different. It works. I think the weapon overall is solid. Now let's wait for the Acolyte to spawn, boys. Eki boys here. And Vor as well. Oh, Vor nearly got one tapped. Nearly. There we go. Vor is dead. Eki boy. I missed my heavy attack projectile. There we go. He does a lot of damage. One more. No, he dodged. There you go. He's dead. I think electricity dots killed him. And there you go. I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there you go. The Tenet Agendus isn't that bad at all. The only problem I have with the weapon, you just have to wait like who knows how long for the guy to bring electricity, or buy whatever element and format 5 times to swap the element with elemental vice. That's the only problem. Overall, the weapon is good. I will definitely recommend the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.